Hi everyone, it's Cheryl here again with part 2 on the pink peony cottage cuts die. This is going to be the second flower that I make. The first one is in part 1 and this is the first one. So we're going to be making a smaller one to go with the first one. So the same thing, we need now out of the die you can cut 3 of the size of the flower. So we need 3 of those, and then 1 of this one. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to ink these up. And for the center of this one, I'm just going to use a pearl. So get those all inked up on the fronts. Okay, so those are done. Now we want to glimmer mist these 2. So I'm going to set them on here. And I'm using the same one, the Tattered Rose. That's the same as what I used in video 1. Okay. And those I did really well. Oops, if you can see. Now you can take them and just flip them over and dab them so they kind of dry. You get a little bit of the excess glimmer mist off. And so we'll move that out of the way. Okay. So now we have our flower. We're going to cut on this one too. So let's just do little snips on this one. Let's go. Hopefully you can see. So that's 3, 4, 5. Should have. Oh, we might have to do 6 on this one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. And it's going to do the same thing. It's going to give us room to move the petals on this. I thought I did 5 cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I didn't realize this one, I guess, had 6. I guess I didn't realize that. Okay, so we did those. And just keep them small, the little cuts. This one I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we have that. So just kind of move these in, kind of like that, and I get them all. And the paper is still damp, and that's what we want. And I'm going to use a glue gun on this one too. So on the bottom one, I want to add. Oh, and I didn't put it back on the base, but it should still be hot. So on this first one, if I can get that to stay. Okay, so I'm taking the piece of the feather that I've already cut. So I'm going to have a piece like that. Let's cut some of this off. So, okay. And I'm going to add this to the bottom layer. I didn't use a circle on this one, only because this flower is a little smaller. Whoops, my glue gun's such a mess. Whoa. Okay. So just add a little bit of glue, and that way we can get the feather, because we're just going to have the little pieces. So now, put a little bit of glue on the back of the second layer and alternate the petals, and then glue on that one, and I've alternated the cuts on it, and then take your little tool and push it down in the center. Okay, we probably should have added this little piece into But you can add it in later, see how you could see it, or you can just add it to the bottom Now this little center one, go ahead and scrunch him up. Get it kind of small like that. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, and then add a little bit of glue to the bottom of this last one. I love making these, they're fun. Okay, and so now we have that. And now for your center, I use these, but when you, whoops, let me take this glue gun off. When you add the sticky pearls to anything, I always add a little bit of glue because of the fact that they always come off later on. And if you add glue, you won't have an issue with that. So just add a little bit of whatever your favorite glue is. And I added a little too much. That's okay, it dries, this one dries clear, so we'll be good. And then just get that in the center, and before you push your the petals up, I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. And so there's the small one that's going to go with the larger one. So I'll make probably one more of those to put these all together. And so I hope you enjoyed part 2 on the pink peony from Cottage Cuts, and thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Have a nice day.